Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with some Crusader Kings 2. It's a fantastic game, but today we're doing something different. We're doing something spicy, something pretty nice indeed. We're going to be saying what happens if we have just as many children as physically possible. That's right, it's a bit of a strange challenge, but we're going to be creating the ultimate romantic character and seeing just how many children he can have. Will we create a monster? Will we create a hero? Or will we just create someone with a ridiculously large quantity of STDs? Only time will tell, and most importantly, we'll all be here for the journey, as that's what this game is. It's all about the journey, so let's dive into a brand new single-player game. Immediately, I'm going to start right at the earliest parts of history in 769, and we're going to be finding ourselves a lovely kind of like quiet spot in the world where we can set about with our seductive ways. Naturally, of course, when I think of the language of romance, the language of love, just something to really woo the ladies, I of course think of Welsh. Yes, that's right, we're going to be playing as a bloke on the Isle of Anglesey. Just this tiny island off of the northern tip of Wales. It's got loads of things. It's got sheep and let me do a quick Google. What has Anglesey got? Yep, it just shows sheep and more sheep. Fine, it exists. Go see it, it's got sheep. Maybe we can use that to woo the ladies, I'm not sure. We'll have to see. So yes, we're going to be creating a custom character for our fantastic island in the middle of nowhere. Now we need to make him attractive, we need to make him powerful, and most importantly, we need to make him very sexy. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. Although we could actually do with a sexy flag if I'm honest. I think I've got it. Nothing says attractive and you should be my wife like just a coat of arms which just has a singular big pig on it. Fantastic. That's really going to stick out. Yes, just make it really bold. Oh, now that's just art. But we need to actually mess with his appearance a bit. Immediately, the hairstyle, I'm not gonna lie, it's not won me over. God, we could just make him an egg. I don't really think that's gonna really win amongst the ladies. Or we could just make him exceedingly balding. But no, we're gonna go for the, like, slightly unkept but sassy look. Perfect. Make him a bit of a muddy blonde, and let's apply a nice, ravishingly good-looking beard. Just a slightly confused looking mustache. That also works, you know. That's fine, game. Let's dress him up nice and smart. Oh wait, we can put him in some armor and have his hair poking out the sides of it. You know what? That's fine. Maybe he wears it in the bedroom. Headgear? Why can we layer even more clothes on him? We can make him wear a robe whilst he's also wearing full armor and he has his hair sticking out everywhere. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And we could put a crown on his head. That way he's really going to stand out there. That's fantastic. All right, now we need to give him a name. Of course, we can't just call him Anaward of Anglesey. That sucks. We got to give him some kind of like nice seductive-y name. Oh my goodness, it's come to me, of course. We have to call him Hugh, and of course he has to be part of a fantastic dynasty, the Mungus dynasty. One of the legendary Welsh houses which has ruled Wales for absolutely years. And we're going to give him the thrifty clerk ability, meaning his fertility is instantly increased by 5%. So we're looking at a great 55% base fertility. And now is when we're going to have to start adding in some traits to just keep improving that. Of course, he needs lustful for the extra 20% fertility. And we're going to make him left-handed just for fun. Now this is fantastic. It's time we throw our legendary Humongous of Anglesey into the real world. He's ready. Now, the basic rules of the game, ladies and gentlemen, are that we are a legendary seducing lord from the fantastic island of Anglesey, and it's going to be up to us, the fantastic Humongous, to have as many children as physically possible. We start out the game simply being a wee little lad of only 19 years of age, and we need an ambition. Of course, I'm going to naturally make our ambition groom and heir, as that means our fertility is increased by 20%. Isn't that fantastic? Lovely stuff. I'm pretty sure our fertility is now up to about 85%. Now what we're now also going to want to do is set a character focus, and of course we're going to choose seduction. That's going to make us look much more satisfying to just about everyone. And now we need to choose our first wife. Now this is actually quite an important decision to make, because she needs to be quite understanding of the fact that Humongous here is going to need a lot of wives. But equally, it definitely helps to have a wife with ridiculously high fertility, like say Anastasia here. So you know what, even though she's 22, we're going to throw Humongous in there because why not? She's going to have a lot of very high skills which are going to be quite important for us. So let's get married. Now, normally in this game you are meant to focus on actually expanding your empire, maybe killing your way to the top of the throne. I mean, we could kill our way to the top of the throne by killing the king, killing his heir, and then bam, we'll be next in line. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's begin. The year is 769, and as you can see, the world is probably not as you remember it, and immediately our king wants us to do something. something. Oh, you want to make us your chancellor? Sure. Are we actually any good at it? Not really, but that's fine. I'll destroy your realm by accident, as I'm such a poor chancellor. Goodness. Now, if you've never played Crusader Kings 2 before, this game is going to look a bit daunting, but trust me, it's not. How it basically works is we are this character here, signified here. Upon our death, someone inherits our land. At the moment, as we don't have a child, my king is actually going to inherit my little castle over here, which is terrible, so we need to have a child as soon as possible to secure our inheritance, basically. Oh, but hey, good news, we're getting married, and naturally as we're getting married, we can collect some gold. That's fantastic, lovely stuff. Basically, we're just forcing all of the guests at the wedding to pay money. Yes, fantastic. And there we go, we have our first wife. That's fantastic, but I'm afraid this is just a start. So we have our wife, and she is hopefully going to give us children. But as this is a race to effectively have as much children as possible, we're going to want to actually speed up the process a bit. So we're going to summon a debutante to our court. And that has just created the woman of Glynis, Selisvig. She's a bit of a scholar, she's rather arbitrary, pretty gluttonous, but hey, at least she's rather humble. As far as the character goes, she is ridiculously good at diplomacy, but otherwise, she's actually not too fantastic. But what we're going to do is we're immediately going to try and seduce her. Now, as you know, ladies and gentlemen, we're somewhat of an aspiring seductress, so that's exactly what we're going to be doing. Now, I know that morally and ethically, this is completely wrong and that we're being rather rude to our wife, but firstly, she doesn't know about it, and secondly, I need as many children as physically possible. Right, I've thought some carefully placed words where they could easily be overheard by notorious gossips would be more effective than a love letter. Well, Glynis clearly got my message, for she has started rumours of her own about me. Ingenious, but I won't give up that easily. But I was thinking, what was she insinuating about my affair with a horse? Okay, no, I won't give up that easily. She will be mine. Oh my, this is fantastic. I arranged for a scented love letter to be left on her pillow in an attempt to woo her, and it seems to have struck true, because she's left one on mine. Oh, fantastic. Time to up the ante. You go, humongous. You go. You want to know what's humongous about him? I'll tell you what's humongous about him. His massive left hands. I sent Glynis a beautiful necklace, had a room covered with wildflowers. The gambit paid off, for I found a magnificent new saddle embossed with her seal in the stables today. Pretty clear symbolism, I'd say. Yep, that is indeed relatively clear symbolism indeed. Well done, humongous. Oh, fantastic. I've chanced upon her in the kitchen. Right, I do believe it's time that we confess our love, and hopefully, bam, we've got it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to try and fall in love with Glynis here, and consequently, more children, ladies and gentlemen, more children. So now that we've Glynis, we now immediately need to move on to the next one, and we summon another random peasant woman to court. This one is once again erudite, she's a bit just, and she's relatively kind. She's absolutely nothing too fantastic, but hey, you know what? She'll do perfectly. Bam, you're next in the seduction chain. She will be mine, oh dear. Oh, and Bronwyn here has decided to leave her saddle. Well, that's a good sign that things are going well. I made sure to attend this minor event in Aberfour so I could seduce Bronwyn. We've danced and had casual conversation all night. Fantastic. Meet in my room, milady. Oh, once again, humongous, you absolute powerhouse of romance. Bam, Bronwyn, another fine addition to my collection. Glorious stuff. So we have 3 potential women who every single day, I do believe, or every week, a fertility check is effectively made, and there's a distinct chance that, oh, there we go. Fantastic news. Bronwyn is pregnant. Child is on the way. Good stuff indeed. Immediately she's gone into hiding. It is a bit of a difficult pregnancy, but hey, hopefully we are going to end up with a child at the end of this. And Bronwyn, whilst you're busy doing that, it's time to summon the next one. Hello, Fifelis. Well, that's a very strange name. Oh, you're chaste. She is not what I asked for. Be gone, Fort. Oh dear. Oh, she's just vanished without a trace. Potentially she's dead now. I've had my eye on a feisty young scullery maid with huge intellect for some time now, though she skillfully dodges the attentions of every other boy. Oh my. Seduced and wrapped around by finger, this sharp lass could be very useful. Make her a lady and have her as my mistress. Okay, we could summon Margreed, or we could technically make her mine and turn her into a spy, meaning for 30 years we have an increased plot discovery chance. Oh, that would be quite useful, and the increase in intrigue alone is fantastic. Bam, she's ours. Right, let's summon another one. It's Ragnall. Fantastic, she's slothful and she's chaste. Be gone. I'm sorry, I don't have time for this. You're lowering all of my chances. Right, summon another one. Fantastic, it's Hulwyn. She's envious, slothful and just. Fantastic, she'll do perfect. Absolutely perfect. She will be mine. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a bit of a different playstyle to regular CK2, but it's an exciting one. fantastic news! Glennis is also with a child. I mean, I've noticed that my wife is not, but you know, progress is being made somewhere. Anyway, seduction in the wild. Right, I'll have Hulwyn meet me by the stream. I'll send her a note. Hopefully she's going to actually be able to read it, considering she has 0 diplomacy. Oh wow, here we go. I didn't have to wait long for her to show up nearby. Bam, lewd suggestion. And it works. It always works, ladies and gentlemen. Let the love grow. Fantastic. Another lover to the collection. Oh, and we have our first child. Glorious stuff. What's he like? Well, he's a bastard immediately. So we have a bit of a predicament here because we can legitimize him, which is going to make my wife not very happy. Acknowledge him, which is also going to make her upset but slightly less happy, or just completely denounce the child. You know, I'm going to go for the legitimize him. It is going to make the wife very upset, but it'll be fine. Welcome, Caspar, into the Mungus dynasty, my friend. You're going to learn all about pride. Honestly, progress at the moment, it's going well. We are effectively 20 years into our life and already we have 1 child, which is a great start, ladies and gentlemen, but it could be better. Oh, and also I need to move on to the next one. I forgot about that. Right, bam. Present another debutante. Who's this? It's Marwene. Fantastic. She's paranoid, just, and craven. You'll do fantastically. Welcome. It's seduction time. Bam. She will be mine. Oh, wow. Now, is this an actual child? Is this an actual heir? And I have a daughter? Oh my goodness, all of the children are coming. Right, so first, let's deal with my daughter. Actually, wait, no, I don't have a son. I just have Kaznar is now my recognized heir. So I have a daughter now. I will just do this minor acknowledgement, but hey, that's 2 children, so that's 2 points, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely, this is going well. I'm going to say it's 1 point per child, and we're going to need a counter somewhere. Editor, I command ye. I'll take away your tea supply. Simply put a nice little tea counter. Oh no, not a tea counter. Simply put a score counter. Yes, I don't know, call it like child points or something. And that way we'll be able to keep track of them all, which is fantastic. Anyway, conquest by rumor. Some carefully placed words were easily overheard, and they were much more effective than a love letter. She got the message, and I found a lock of her hair wrapped in silk. Fantastic, I shall have her. Oh, this is immediately looking good, Count Hugh. This is probably going to be lover number 4, and we're bam, the wife's pregnant. Excellent. She already kind of hates us. Oh, and there we go. Midnight snack. We found her in the kitchen. Immediately, lewd suggestion. The virtue is strong in this one. Lewd suggestion didn't work. How does lewd suggestion not work? You can't go up to someone on the street and just make a lewd suggestion. Of course that wouldn't work. Genuinely. If you do it, stop doing it. It's stupid. Take a leaf from Humongus's book. He loves his wife. Technically. Kind of. God, okay, don't take any leaves from Humongus's book. This guy is literally horrible. He's terrible, but he just needs children. Pregnancies cause my wife to develop some quite unusual tastes. Most of what she asks for at dinner nowadays ranges from mildly unsettling to positively revolting. Sure. Right. I'll make sure that she gets whatever she wants. Well, I mean, that is going to accidentally make her gluttonous, which would lower the attraction opinion. Is it worth it? She has got 20 stewardship. I wouldn't want to lower it. You know, we're going to give her the hare's head. Bam. Enjoy the hare's head. Oh, bam. We found her again in the kitchen. Lewd suggestion. V2. Damn it, it didn't work. Didn't work the first time? You sure if you don't just keep bombarding it, they eventually just give up? No, of course they don't. Oh, no. My incompetent steward has accidentally led a group of smugglers into the realm. Oh, what a fool. Right, instead we're going to do confess love. And it didn't work. Okay, right. Come on. Humongous. You're 21. You've only got 2 children. We need more. It occurred to me that my wife is feeling somewhat gloomy as of late. Right, buy her something nice. Bam. And we've gained the trait charitable. That's right, we're all about sharing things in places where it really shouldn't go. Oh dear, Hugh. Alright, we're going to quote love poetry. And it didn't work. Humongous, you've literally gone through all of the play cards which you can use. All 3 of the romantic gestures. Lewd suggestion, poetry, and confession. And we got to do it again, right? Confession. It's still not working, Hugh. What is wrong with you? Oh, what's this? Rigged pillows, broken furniture, shattered vases. My marriage to Anastasia has evolved into an unrelenting torrent of bitter arguments and fiery rows. I'd be depressed, but my lover, Whelan, has suggested we retire to the countryside for a few days. Sure, why not? Okay, bye, Anastasia. This is the worst time you could leave them. She's literally the final months, Hugh. You're a massive plonker, I'm afraid. My goodness. Alright, bam. Okay, I keep doing all of the playbooks. It's just not working. Bam, I've jumped into the midpoint of the video when you were least expecting me. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I've jolted you right awake. This is my reminder to you to go get a refreshing cup of tea. Not just any tea, by the way. The refreshing taste of Yorkshire tea, which you can drink in your very own Spiffco approved mug. That's right, we actually have merchandise. It's amazing. Loads of people bought it. I wasn't expecting that. It absolutely blew me away. Keep sending me pictures of it on Twitter. It absolutely makes my day. Thank you very much. And you know what? I'm also here to tell you about a very limited time offer. I've spoken to Hugh and he has told me that he is not going to seduce you provided you like this video. That's right. You're only getting one opportunity to dodge the loving gaze of Hugh. And trust me, if you don't, your life is over. Hugh is going to look at you, he'll seduce you with just one little mwah, wink, and then you're his. You no longer have free will. So make sure to like the video to protect yourself today. Anyway, let's dive right back into it as we keep following the most mungus of Hughs. I have a son, an actual heir potentially. He's hair-lipped. You know what, that's fine. What are we gonna name you? Chad. I mean, it's ruined his upbringing because his name is literally Chad Ap Hugh Mungus. Okay, now that's a good line. What a phenomenal name to have. You're going to learn all about humility. That's what all Chads are about. Oh, and bam, another child is on the way. Well done, Glynis. Fantastic stuff. Oh, and of course, the other lover is also pregnant with a child. Even more wonderful news. Oh my goodness. Marwaina here, I've tried like maybe 8 times to just win her over. It's just not working. I've got righteous imprisonment. What is it, her? Righteous imprisonment on my wife. What has she done? Okay, right. I'm going to quickly quote some love poetry, which didn't work, of course. Okay, right. We'll continue the chase. But what has my wife done which I can imprison her about? Oh, right. Known plots. See me dead. Right, that would be it. My wife wants to literally have me murdered. You know what? We're just going to have her imprisoned. Bam. I'm sorry, but you did bring this upon yourself by trying to have me murdered. All right, fine. We're going to have to torture her, literally just to get rid of her. All right, I think I need to start seducing someone new because the last one, it just wasn't working. Who's this one? She's ambitious, gregarious, naive, a pleaser. You'll do fantastic. All right, you know what? Okay, Marina, I'm going to give you one last chance. If this doesn't work, that's it. It's over. It's midnight snack time. Make lewd suggestion. Right, that's it. I don't have the patience. Marina, in prison. I don't even know if I can. Lower all of your subjects' opinion of you by 10. Okay, right, I'll just send her out of the court. All right, asked to leave court. Be gone. I don't ever see you again. This is fantastic news. My court chaplain bursts into the chamber, flanked by several men-at-arms, dragging Countess Anastasia, my wife of Anglesey. I count there are many concerned peasants claiming their children are plagued by nightmares of this woman. She's obviously a witch. What shall we have done with her? Look, she's not that bad, if I'm honest. It's just that she doesn't like me and wants to have me killed. So, I mean, you gotta take every opportunity you can. Burn at the stake. Okay. Oh, terrible news, ladies and gentlemen. We have to find a new wife. All right, are any available? Bam. We've got Ines. She's not sleeping well, but that doesn't matter. She's lustful, she's got the Midas touch, and she's Welsh. She ticks all of the boxes. Bam, congratulations. You're in. Now just don't get upset. Oh, you are a lunatic. Didn't see the lunatic until last minute, if I'm honest. That's fine. Welcome to the bloodline, friend. All you gotta do, produce children, and don't get upset when I pull more children out of the woodwork. And just don't ask where they came from. Let's summon another debutante. Right, we got Sioned. Fantastic. Bam, Sioned, seduce. She will be mine. Come on, Hugh, you're doing fantastic. And another child was born. Glorious. Naturally, we're going to have him acknowledged so that he appears, and we're now up to 4 children, ladies and gentlemen. 4 whole children. Isn't that fantastic? Sadly, Chad Ap Hugh is not too happy due to the fact that I did torture his mum. Otherwise, he isn't actually feeling too upset that I had her burnt at the stake due to her, you know, slight heretical natures, despite being a perfectly happy Greek Christian. Oh, and another child was born. A daughter. She is cripplingly slow and also very sickly, but you know, it counts. If she dies, it doesn't matter because she's technically still a child. So we're now up to 6 children, ladies and gentlemen. 6 points. Bam. Midnight snack. Who we got? We got Sioned here. She's high in intrigue. Lewd suggestion. It doesn't work. On to the next one. Let's go. What's this? I sent Sioned a beautiful necklace, covered a room with wildflowers. Today I found my bed filled with wilted petals and a bent rusty nail on my pillow. She's feisty. Feisty what you are. That's an archaic reference for the UK. Oh, and suddenly she's changed her way. She's left a lock of hair wrapped in my personal bedchamber. Fantastic. This is a good start. Well done, Hugh. So we're 22 and we currently have 6 children, which is actually looking pretty good. Considering we started the game when we were 19, considering we're 3 years later, we're averaging about 2 children per year, which is a good stat. What's this? The late nights, the way my wife Ernesta stopped touching me or even looking at me and now whispers of her name, that vile blasphemer, Hep Ap Rodil. I can't take it anymore. Hang on a second. Is my wife sleeping with my bloody court martial? No, my steward actually. Oh god. Seriously? Oh, they're friends. Oh, looks like they're a bit more than friends. Right, I'm going to confront Ernest. Oh, she fully admitted to the affair and is begging for forgiveness. Very well, but I am deeply disappointed. You know, finding a wife these days is pretty tricky. Oh, and bam, fantastic. We got Sioned. Finally, let our love grow. Glorious stuff. Fate smiles upon me. Ernest is pregnant. Good stuff. That's one more. Right, now we are indeed having a bit of an issue, which is that having many loves is exciting and fulfilling. So much love, so much desire, but so little time. Feel like I'm burning the candle at both ends. So we can make ourselves stressed. That is going to lower our health and fertility. So it might actually make sense to just break up with one of them. Are any of them pregnant? No. Okay, as that's the case, which one of them is the oldest? I'm sorry, Glynis. How many children have you given me? 2. I'm afraid that's all you're gonna get offered. Goodbye, Glynis. Oh no, my son is suffering from dysentery. Okay, I need to find a court physician, otherwise he will die. I mean, a dead child, honestly, it's not much difference to me than a living child, especially in these circumstances. Oh, and splendid. We found a court physician. All she needs is a vial of my blood. You know what? That's perfect. You're on board. You're my court physician. And you know what? We're also going to seduce you. I mean, I've paid money and you're working a job for me. The least you could do is also supply about 7 children. And bam, another lover is pregnant. Good stuff. I shall bring all my seduction skills to bear. Okay, she will be mine. Right, I impressed her with my fantastic stuff. Although technically, she did actually give me an infection when I recruited her, because there was a 10% chance when I gave her a vial of my blood I'd get an infection. And lo and behold, it has happened. But hey, I have a child. So we are now up to 7 children, ladies and gentlemen. Are we? Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't count. We only have 6. What is wrong with my eyes? I made sure to attend a informal event. Oh, right. Meet in my room, milady. It's a classic move and it always works. Fifion, we've done it. We've absolutely done it. My confidence is mountain. My charm irresistible. My exploits legendary. I am Hugh, temptation incarnate. Look at that face. It's temptation incarnate, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, right. So we can actually give him some bonuses. We can say that I can hardly resist myself, giving him finally the rank of Master Seducer, or say that there are so many more sins to explore, which would make ourselves a hedonist, which is pretty useful as that gives us plus 20% fertility. But honestly, I think we have to go for the Master Seducer. That's just fantastic. Let's do it, Hugh. Master Seducer Hugh. His attraction opinion, it's ridiculous. And bam, Bronwyn, there's another one in the works. Good stuff, Bronwyn. Technically, you produced the heir of Kaznar ap Hugh, who is dying of dysentery, but you know, that's fine. Right, I think we need to immediately start working on our next one, as we're now 24. So I do believe we need to summon yet another random woman to court. Bam, it's Isabel. Ambitious, erudite, and paranoid. Excellent. Immediately seduce. Now the thing is, as soon as a woman arrives in the court, they immediately have almost a plus 50 positive opinion of us just because of the Master Seducer. She will be mine. Right, splendid. King Caradog, he already likes me. I'm going to actually stop trying to improve my relations with him, but it worked fantastically. And Isabel, our first event, she already likes us 85. That's ridiculous. Okay, right, meet in my room. And of course, it works every time. Well done, Hugh. You absolute mad lad. Right, who do we seduce next? I think it's time we get a little bit wild. Let me try and find a local king. Who is the King of France? King Carl of West Francia. You have a queen. Fantastic. Right. Queen, this is going to be a good laugh. Let's do it. We're going to seduce the Queen of France and cuck the king. It's going to be great. Oh, and we have a new son. Acknowledge him as mine. Good stuff. Ah, lovely. Right. The Queen of West Francia, she already has a plus 60 opinion of us. Naturally, we're going to flirt with her discreetly. Fantastic. It's worked. She now has an opinion of 85 of us. And splendid. We have another child on the way. Wonderful news. And another son was born. Bam. Glorious stuff. Acknowledge him as mine. You know the routine here. He's sickly, but it's fine. You know what? Yeah, my court physician lover, please do your best to save his life. He is exceedingly sickly. Oh, sadly the Queen of West Francia managed to find a way of rebuking me in quite a nice way. Oh dear, I've died. No, how? Died of the infected wound which I was given by the court physician. Okay, I don't believe that. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So how did we do, technically speaking? Because there must be more children on the way. I am interested to see just how many we managed to do. Oh, and immediately I also died. Okay, great. Died of dysentery. Okay, fantastic. Immediately, it's looking like whilst the father did have a lot of children, they weren't exactly very good at, living. But oh well. How many children in the end? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's honestly fantastic. What a legendary Master Seducer. He'll always go down in the history books. Oh, and you know what? Another half-brother has just appeared out of the woodworks, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. It's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 children he had. And he was only 24. We were only in control of him for 5 years, and he had 9 children. Oh my goodness. I'm afraid that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's all the children he had. A very brief yet powerful impact on the world. He could have theoretically lasted so much longer had the infection not taken him. He probably, I'm genuinely thinking, could have quite easily got to having over 30 children. I mean, considering he managed 9 children in just 5 years, that is incredible. Absolutely incredible. What a man. Anyway, nonetheless, ladies ladies and gentlemen, I do believe this is the end of our fantastic adventure into the legendary Humongous' life. He's going to be leaving a humongous hole in our hearts. It's always devastating, the hole that Humongous leaves in people. Absolutely devastating. God, this video. I'd be amazed if YouTube actually lets this one completely slip by, but hey, it's been an absolute entertaining mess for me. I hope you've had an absolutely fun time watching, and hey, if you have, feel free to give the video a like. It does massively help me out. Hop down into the comment section, say hi to your fellow commenter, upvote all of the strange weird comments, downvote the even stranger and weirder comments, respond to them and question everyone and see if they're actually doing mentally okay, you know. Just look after each other. Anyway, as always, a massive thank you to each and every one of my patrons. They're absolutely fantastic. You know who they are. Their names are here. They're just absolutely amazing. Thank you very much. And hey, if you want to see another video like this, then choose this video on screen now. I've hand chosen it. It's going to be perfect. You enjoyed CK2. This one will be great. Trust me. Mwah. It's absolutely amazing. Anyway, I've been the Spiffing Brit. I'll see each and every one of you in the next one. Have an absolutely lovely day, and goodbye for now.